Salvete Omnes. Nomen Mihi est canicus. Thank you for joining me for this episode of Melior Quam Lupis, or Better Than Wolves. I've got a creeper and a zombie waiting for me outside that window there. So we're going to just make a mad dash. Try and get out and away. So if there is a creeper explosion, it doesn't blow up anything structurally important. Today I'm going to try and get some more clay. So I'm going to go back out to this swamp and try and pick up some more clay. Possibly a little bit more food while I'm at it. Can't in good conscience leave that sheep there. That spider shouldn't be after me at this point. Let's see. Unus. Duo. Tres. Quator. Quinque. Sex. Septem. Octo. Novem. Decem. Undecim. Duodecim. Okay. Looks like there's some more clay over here. Should be able to get 4 more. And then we'll get this drying and start looking at our other options. Maybe looking for some iron. There's a spider around here somewhere. Doesn't want to just come up and get that chicken, though. Not sure what's going on there. Ah. That was a creeper explosion right there. Now, if you notice, I actually run faster on the gravel and the stone than I do on dirt grass. And the tall grass actually slows me down some. Leaves are the worst. Sand is bad. Alright, so that should get me a second oven soon, which will come in very handy. No. Actually, yeah. Probably gonna need another one of those at some point. Let's look down here and see if we can find some iron. There's a piece there. We want to be careful. Got as much as we can. That's a pile of iron ore. I can't see where I'm going in that. So if I put these two together, get a chunk of iron ore. That chunk of iron ore will translate into one iron nugget. Let's see. Look around over here. Some iron down there. There's some iron there. Some iron right there too. Okay. I need 4 chunks. So I need 6 more pieces of ore. Now, I don't want to do any more than 8. Because once I can make a pick, I'm going to need I'm going to need a crafting bench to make a pick. Once I make a pick, a piece of iron ore is... Oh, goodness. A piece of iron ore is going to get me a full chunk. And I'm not going to have to compromise. I just got extremely lucky there. Let's see. What do I have? Now, one good thing about doing it this way is I don't actually break the block underneath me. So I don't need to worry about whether or not I'm standing on something solid or if there's anything underneath this block. Normally you don't want to dig directly underneath you. But since the block isn't going away, so I'm going to get this block, but I'm not going to get any of the others. Come back and get them later. Okay. So that should have me covered. Yep, 4 chunks of iron. Okay. How am I doing on time? Got plenty of time. I want to get this gravel to fall here. There we go. At some point I'll come through and make the path so all of that makes sense. It's just going to take some time to process. If you notice, there's nothing in here. There's some water, but no chest or anything like that. But I'll get all this path to make sense and stuff over time. I'm trying to think. I can't even remember when I put this stuff up. No, it'll be tomorrow. its web. Can't have too much string. I'm going to need string to make my stone picks. I can get chunks of, or coal dust out of this, and 2 makes 1 thing of coal. But I normally don't get any coal until I have a stone pick and I can get it out 1 for 1. You may have reason to do differently, but that's kind of how I do it. It's growing. Not very much. Oop, my fire went out. That's not good. Oh, I've got some meat, so I'm gonna get this cooking. Getting that iron chisel and getting access to stone picks is very, very important. Now, once I have a stone pick and I'm getting 1 chunk per thing, I'm going to need 9 nuggets to make an ingot. So before I can get my first iron pick, I'm going to need to find 27 pieces of iron and cook it all. But when you get that pick, oh, it's so good. So, so good. All right, so that's going to take its time. Also, if you're using oak, or if you're using 2 jungle logs, you don't want to start the fire until the iron is in the oven. Because if you start the fire and then put it in, you'll miss a little bit. You need exactly the cook time of the oak log to cook the iron chunk. So now you can add like a little bits of sawdust in here and there to make up for that, but you don't really want to do that. And you add sawdust or whatever in by whatever stack you have here, so it doesn't go in one at a time like on the campfire. So if you think, oh, I'll just take a stack of stuff and just put a couple in, it's going to put in as many as it can hold. Although that is one good way of knowing that the stove is full. Or the oven, the clay oven. All right, some things can be placed. So I can store my iron chunks like that. I won't be able to do that with the nuggets. I can store my chunks like that. So if something bad happens, if I die or whatever off somewhere, this will stay. Death in Better Than Wolves is a much, much bigger deal than in vanilla. If you'll notice, I haven't even tried to make a bed. If you sleep in a bed in Better Than Wolves, it blows up. So there's no sleeping in beds. There's no way to skip the night. You just got to play the game. Also, while there is a way to reset your spawn point, sort of, that's very, 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 very late in the game. If I die, I will respawn 1,000 or more blocks away from that original spawn point. Now it's raining. That rain means my clay has reset. It's back to completely wet brick. All of the drying is gone. Also, I'm in the building next to it, so that encourages spiders to run around, which could be bad. So hopefully I don't lose any clay in that. But anyway, the clay won't start cooking again until the sun comes out. And it'll be a whole Minecraft day of sun before it's done cooking. If I had had this out in the desert, the cooking would have stopped. Well, it would have stopped because it's night, but it wouldn't have reset because it doesn't actually rain in the desert. So a desert is the best place to dry clay if you can get to it. We'll see. I haven't seen desert, so we'll see where the closest desert is to me. But this isn't a bad excuse to just sit here and kind of not really do much in the effort department and cook my iron. Doesn't make very good TV, but, you know. So the problems of rain are pretty similar. Got that spider's attention. Now it could be going up there and knocking up some of my clay. That could be bad. Fortunately, I have a brick oven, so if some of that clay does get picked up, I can dry more. It'll be okay. Won't be the end of the world. I can just keep telling myself that. If you'll notice as we're sitting here and I'm not doing anything, my hunger bar will go down over time. You can AFK yourself to death in Better Than Wolves. So if you notice, it's a lot darker in here. It's darker outside. Some of that's because of the rain, but a lot of it's because the moon is only a quarter moon. It is starting to lighten up. That's good. I believe it takes an entire Minecraft day to cook a piece of iron. I could be wrong about that. I'll try and find out exact numbers. but I believe it's a full day. If not, it might be a full like daylight cycle. Not really sure, but it's a long time. So the only way really to speed it up is to have four brick ovens to cook all four of them at the same time. All right, it is well and truly day, so I will log off and say gratias vobis ago. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you'd like. And I'll see you next time for day 5. Si Valetis, ego Valeo, Valete.